As Tottenham continue to be linked with several big-name players, football finance expert Dan Plumley has revealed how the Lilywhites can fund another big purchase or two this summer. Tottenham Hotspur fans are not too pleased with the club's transfer business so far, with Mohamed Kudus, Matthias Tel and Kota Tukai being the only players to arrive through the door this summer. The club are now well into their pre-season campaign and have jetted off to the Asia leg of the tour, and the frustrations of the supporters are mainly due to the fact that Spurs wasted 2.5 weeks on the failed pursuit of Morgan Gibbs-White. According to reports, Tottenham are not panicking despite Gibbs-White's snub, with several reports indicating that the Lilywhites may be ready to break their transfer record on other signings this summer. There have been suggestions that Tottenham have already made a bid of €70 million, £60.6 million, for Ilya Zabarnyi despite the fact that Thomas Frank has no shortage of centre-backs at his disposal. Some journalists think Spurs may have received a cash injection from Munich, but Dan Plumley has now revealed that it is the over €100 million, £87 million, in expected Champions League revenue that may have encouraged the Lilywhites to take some gambles this summer. When asked how Tottenham could afford to spend big on Zabarnyi, Plumley told Football Insider, "A few factors to consider. If we look at the numbers we can see, we're looking 2024's numbers on PSR cycles, and from the outside looking in, and not a case of how much they can spend, but how much could they have lost and still been compliant. They could have lost around £200 million in the 2024 window and still been compliant with PSR. If you roll that forward, going into the season we're about to start, you've got Champions League revenue, which is going to be at least €100 million, £87 million, for an English club. You've still got Premier League TV money, which is year on year, and they're an established Premier League club. Their matchday revenue has gone up because of the new stadium in recent years, so financially, they've always seemed absolutely fine. It's one of those again where it's how much do they want to spend, and I think with this one, getting into the Champions League is huge within this context because that's going to mean that you can go and invest in your squad, and you've got to because that's the elite competition in Europe. While Plumley's point is valid and we might see Tottenham spend big on a couple of more players this summer, Zabarnyi may not be near the top of their wish list. This is because it now appears like Christian Romero is likely to remain at Spurs after Atletico Madrid reportedly gave up on their efforts to sign the Argentine. Additionally, Luka Vuskovic is continuing to impress in pre-season, meaning that signing a centre-back is perhaps not as big a priority for Frank as it appeared a few weeks ago.